What's up, y'all? I want to do a charisma analysis on Philip Rivers, man, ex-NFL player, quarterback, played for the Chargers for years and years and years. When I first saw an interview of Philip Rivers well over a decade ago, I said to myself internally, I like him. He was just a likable guy, and you'll hear that. You'll hear that. Is somebody might tell you so and so's likable, man. I just like him. I don't know why. I just like him. They might even say that about you, and if you get compliments like that, then you're doing something right. Or somebody might be speaking for you and say, "Man, everybody likes you. Everybody likes you." There's certain things that you're doing that probably similar to what Philip Rivers does. And if you aren't very likable and you want to become more likable, you need to observe people like this. Stay authentic to yourself at the core. You need to stay authentic to yourself. But there are certain little subtleties you can add into your conversation skills, your social skills that will help improve your success rate and gaining friends and also getting female attention, right? So let's break down this interview. First, we've got the charisma definition pulled up. Charisma. This is from Oxford, right? It means something. Compelling attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. She enchanted guests with her charisma. A divinely conferred power of talent. I'll say I have to agree with that. First interview right here, he's on a panel with like 6 other dudes. This is after he won a game, so he's got that adrenaline, and you're gonna hear that adrenaline coming out. NFL panel, he's got like 4 Hall of Famers on this panel, so this panel isn't easily impressed. Deion Sanders, Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, and Michael Irvin. Deion and Michael Irvin are known to be really likable. They're known for their charisma, especially freaking Deion Sanders. So just watch how he keeps everybody engaged. I'm really going to harp on the engagement. Because he keeps everybody on this panel engaged. So let's get into it. This is going to be fun.
You shared a company with the illustrious Vince Young on beating the Manning brothers in a single season.
Back-to-back
weeks.
Well, we've as a team, we've had a lot of success.
You and Vince Young, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a team, we've had a lot of success against both.
So first thing that Phil Rivers, and I've noticed this, man, he always gives the perfect projection in his voice. The perfect projection in his voice. And when you're around dudes and you're outside and might be a little louder, I get that there are fans that we can't see right now, but there are fans super happy, chant his name, etc. But there be times, some of y'all dudes, I've seen this, I know some of y'all in real life, if we're in a public setting and it's kind of loud, it could be, maybe we're near a busy street or something like that. It's kind of loud, or it's just a large gathering, social events, going to theme parks, going to, whatever you have going on, where you don't match your voice to the environment. You're still talking in your normal volume, your normal cadence. That doesn't work. You're not giving off a great vibe, man. You have to raise your voice, a level of your voice up. So as you can see right here, he's like, he's doing this great balancing act where he's raising his voice up several decibels, but it's not like he's absolutely screaming. And men respect that. They respect that authoritative voice, in control. This is what's going on. So I wanted to point that out. Also, his freaking smile captures everybody on this panel.
as a team, we've had a lot of success.
You and Vince Young, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a team, we've had a lot of success against both those Manning brothers. Our team has done a heck of a job.
Well, I don't want to keep pausing it, but he's doing so many things well. I get that this is sports related and he's on a team, but you can transfer this into real life. No, whenever they give him a compliment, he always gives the praise to his constituents, always to his teammates. Not, oh yeah, I did great against the Manning brothers. No, my team, we as a team did well against the Manning brothers. You can do this in real life, man. If you're great at something, you might be, Lord knows, you might be a surgeon, or you could be a plumber or something like that, but you're good at your craft and people are giving you compliments. What people really love is a charismatic person, but somebody that also has an equal level of humility. When your charisma is here and your humility is also here, everyone will freaking love you. Everyone will freaking love you. So if you're a plumber and you replace your neighbor's sink that was in a bind, and you're out with your boys, y'all having drinks, and you know your name's Paul, man. Your friends are saying, "Hey, Paul, man, Paul fixed the hell out of so and so, saying he did it quick, and this and that." You can accept the compliment, but also be like, "Man, I appreciate it, but those tools that I got the other day, they help with that. They help me get the job done quicker. I'm so happy that I had those instruments to help me get the job quicker." Like, you can do it. It helped to have a great customer, an understanding customer that could let me get my job done. You say stuff like that, people are gonna fall in love with you. I wanted to point that out. Shift praise to other people besides yourself. You're freaking winning, man.
I've never felt like it was me versus them, but we've always had pretty good games against them.
Hey, Philip, let me ask you fast before you mention it now. When Vincent Jackson and I mentioned it, you guys were going up the field a lot. I mean, every play seemed like it was a big play. This year, you are taking those intermediate routes, and that's helping your game take your game to a great level. You only had 166 yards tonight.
So this is charisma on charisma. These interactions are freaking sick. I'm gonna point out this one, and I want to point out the one with Dion over here. Okay, Michael Irvin, charisma versus charisma, but watch how Phillip Rivers shines. Let's rewind this back a few seconds.
I mean, every play seemed like it was a big play. This year, you are taking those intermediate routes, and that's helping your game take your game to a great level. You only had 166 yards tonight, but no interceptions because we're not throwing the ball up the field. Talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, we're just more high percentage, and it's get it to our guys in space and let them run.
Do their
Go a little screen to Eddie, it turned into 20. Shallow route to Keenan, turned into 20 for a touchdown. So
mentioning people by their name, not so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. Calling the player by his name. This player did this. This player did that. Humility. It's always my teammates. It's never me. It's always my teammates.
So I think we just got a nice balance, but we're still getting some chunks. I mean, we're averaging over 8 yards an attempt, so we're still getting some chunk plays. But I tell you, I'm so excited that we have Keenan, we have Danny Woodhead, we have Ladarius Green, because nobody's been talking about the fact that Denario Alexander and Malcolm Floyd got hurt. Right. Because it'd be real scary if we had those guys out there right now. I mean, just because.
A little humor, a little wit, getting everybody engaged. Look how he's just talking to Kurt over here, talking to Dion on this side, talking to Marshall Falk over here, making eye contact, getting everybody engaged. Everybody wants to be close to him at this point. I'm telling you right now. When you're around people like this and they make you feel valued, you always want to hang around these type of people. So just pay attention to how he's looking at everybody on the panel. This is textbook. This is the textbook charismatic archetype to the team.
A little bit of that dynamic, throwing it up to those guys.
How about that other rookie you have?
I'd say
People want, dude, this is real talk, man. This is real talk. This is real talk. You might have somebody at your job or somebody like this that people want to be around, and they'll do this when you make people feel engaged and valued and stuff like that. They'll touch you. Harmless stuff. Some of y'all might not like to be touched. I don't mind being touched, man. You know, dude mess with you, you know, rib you a little bit. Dude touch you on the shoulder and stuff like that. Watch this again. Watch this again.
Out there right now. I mean,
watch how he accepts it.
Because we've lost a little bit of that dynamic, you know, throwing it up.
Look at that the shoulder grab right there, man. It's not like an ugly look. Like, why are you touching me? It's still, I'm over here. I'm talking to Kurt. I'm talking to Marshall. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be here.
Up to those guys.
How about that other rookie you have?
Fluker. Fluker, I had to tell Fluker that last drive. He's down there in the end zone blocking somebody. And I said, Fluke, keep doing what you're doing, but don't get a penalty here.
No penalties, Fluke.
That guy, when he gets his hands on you, it's something else.
Humor. Giving that, whatever, 5 seconds of fame, whatever you call it, to a rookie on the squad. And this is why so many people like Tom Brady as well, because Tom Brady is absolutely known for treating every single guy on the roster the same. So many ex-NFL players will say, hey man, you know, I was the bottom man on the totem pole. He treated me like I was Gronk, man. He treated me like I was Randy. He treated me like I was Wes Welker. Those are leadership skills. But and then he injects the humor.
I tell you, Phil, one thing that I've always loved about you is you never make excuses.
That's right.
Over the last couple years,
A Hall of Famer telling him this. Again, but this transfers. I know this is football, but this transfers into real life. Okay? If you're a master electrician and you're having a drink with another master electrician, that's the equivalent. A Hall of Famer complimenting you on your leadership skills. It can be the same with an electrician. Hey, master electrician, tell you, hey man, hey, I love how you delegate to your crew. I love how you accept responsibility when things don't go well at a job site. This transfers into real life, man. It's just that because he was a professional athlete, but you can apply this no matter what field you're in.
you lost Vincent Jackson. You lost Darren Sproles. You lost some of your playmakers. Now you're talking about Keenan Allen, Danny Wood. What do those guys mean to your game?
Well, they mean a lot. I mean, Keenan Allen, I don't think maybe he wanted it to be his role, but I don't think it would have been his role had we not lost those other two guys. But I tell you what, some receivers just have a knack for knowing how to play, and he knows how to play. And Danny Woodhead, I don't know where he still stands. I think he's leading all running backs in receptions, and he's just a football player. He caught a jump ball last week. He catches a screen.
He hasn't said anything about himself once. He's complimenting his constituents, the people around him. Look at Dion. Look at the smiles. This is just the joy. You want to be around people like this all the time. Look at Dion. Big old smile. Look at these smiles.
We hand it to him on power. He's not just a scat back. He's just a ball player.
He can do it all. Philip, do you feel misunderstood sometimes when you're fired for the game and people's like, why do you have to do that? Do you feel misunderstood sometimes?
Yeah, I do. I would have hoped that after 10 years that people would have figured it out. I just like to play football. And
This is now listen. If you're watching this and you're trying to increase your charisma, you're trying to be more likable, look, you have to understand that you might not ever reach this level, right? But you have to, he's so all-time charisma, you don't even have to get anywhere near it for people to like you. I want to mention that too. If you're watching this and are intimidated by just how easy and effortlessly it is for people to like him, and these aren't just like fans, dude, like just fans of his game and stuff like that, they're really no matter what he says, that they're still gonna love him. These are some of the greatest players of all time, and again, that's what I'm really trying to stress is that you can transfer this same energy, you can transfer the same qualities into whatever line of work you're in. I just want to let that be known, man. I want to let that be known.
When I think Antonio Gates gets held, I get a little excited and say they're holding him. I guess.
So even when they ask him a question about yourself, Philip Rivers, do you think you're misunderstood? And he's just like, man, you think they learned after 10 years? I just enjoy playing football. And then he's still talking about Antonio Gates. Yeah, man. So when they're holding Antonio Gates, yeah, I'm gonna be upset. It's textbook, bro. This is textbook.
If people would have figured it out, I just like to play football. I mean, and when I think Antonio Gates gets held, I get a little excited and say they're holding him. I guess. But it's all just in the will to want to win and help us win. But where else would you want to be on a Thursday night in Denver, Colorado, playing the Denver Broncos with your favorite 53 buddies? It's awesome.
You don't want to see the quarterback. You're getting up, fighting offensive, defensive line. They're like, hey, come on out of here. We need you. Don't fight that defensive line.
We got referees to blow whistles. I'm safe out there.
Philip, you're a player's player, and I've always been fond of you, and I thank you for the shirt that you gave me, last year. But I want you to show America the boots because I like the boots. I got a pair at home. Can you?
So he spent this entire interview praising his teammates, praising his team, praising the organization. And now they're like, now Dion, who's one of the most charismatic people ever in the history of the NFL, in sports, period. Now Dion's giving him something that he can't shift into somebody else. He can't. Philip can't take a question about his clothing and say, hey, my teammate, this and that. Watch how he handles this.
Can you
careful? He's got 2 weeks left to play. We can't.
Just put it up there.
He's behind you. Hold on a minute.
He got the rattlesnakes on. He's got the rattlesnakes on. Like, look, I've got some pretty nice boots. I'm not gonna lie, boo. Come on, man. We're talking about his bag is on a different stratosphere. We're talking about multi-million-dollar, like those are some nice boots, man. I'll say that.
Oh, he's gonna take them off. Oh, wow.
Is that ostrich? That's what?
Is that ostrich? Come on, man. Come on, man. Ostrich, brother. Look, I get it, man. If you don't know, you don't know. But ostrich, man, that was your guess. But even that, that's another likable thing. When somebody asks you something and it's like, when somebody asks you something and they're not even kind of right, but instead of you being like, oh, you idiot, like you think they're that, when you take the higher route, just like, nah, man, they're this and that, nah. Or somebody thinks that they think they should ask something stupid like are those ostrich? And then they turn around and say, the same person turns around and says, oh man, I'm sorry, man, that was a stupid question. I'm a dumb, what? I'm a son of a, whatever. You as you having the moral high ground, you'd be like, hey man, it's all good. That's something I do a lot. Like people ask me something, I'll be like, and I'm like, oh man, I know it's a stupid question. I'm like, hey, chill, bro. It's all good, man. Like it's all good. You didn't know. It's not a big deal. There's a ton of stuff I don't know. And you say stuff like that, like there's things that I don't know. There's plenty I don't know. I like to say a lot of stuff like that. There's certain expressions I use pretty often. I say I couldn't be further from perfect a lot. I say that one a lot. It makes people feel good. It makes people want to be around you.
Is that ostrich? That's what?
Rattlesnake.
That's rattlesnake.
I'm not sure.
Look at that boot.
Oh, Charlie Whitehurst talks me into all my garb. I go, Charlie, you think I can pull this off?
Hey, look at wait a minute.
And his socks are inside
Can you
out.
put your sock up here?
And he's still giving people compliments. You think I can pull this off? Likeable guy,
But
man.
I like the
Sock is
necklace.
inside out.
I like the necklace. I like the necklace too.
Yeah, it's a bolo tie.
It's a bolo tie.
bolo tie.
That's what they call it. The bolo
Deion Sanders, who's an avid fisherman. You know, Deion Sanders is pretty country himself. And he's like, I like the necklace. And Philip Rivers be like, it's a bolo tie. Nah, oh, you idiot. It's not a necklace, you dummy. A lot of people do that. And I don't like when, you know, it's not necessary. If we're all boys and stuff like that, and we're messing around, we'll talk our ish, right? Like, you idiot and stuff like that. But you don't do that with strangers you don't know. It would have been an L if he do that to Deion Sanders. Like, it's just not the right thing to do, right? So just like, oh, it's a bolo tie. It's a bolo tie.
It's inside out.
I like the necklace. I like the necklace too.
Yeah, it's a bolo tie.
It's a bolo tie. That's what they call it. The
We
bolo
bear
tie.
gift.
All right, Steve, the final gift bag
Here
of
come the
the
jokes.
2013
This is why you came
NFL
here.
Network Thursday Night
It's
Football
Christmas.
season. Here we
I
go.
love his energy, man. I love
Philip
Philip's
Rivers
energy.
bouncing
Oh,
off
yeah.
the
You hear Urban right there. I love his energy. I love his energy. And this is Michael. If you know anything about football, you know Michael Irvin's never been short on energy. I'll leave it at that. So he knows his energy.
Network Thursday Night
It's
Football
Christmas.
season. Here we
I
go.
love his energy, man. I love
Philip
Philip's
Rivers
energy.
bouncing
Oh,
off
yeah.
the
You
walls.
You gotta have that for Christmas.
How many of these
Yeah.
things do we really have?
I hope we run out soon.
We won't here. Oh wow! Look at that.
yeah.
It's
What's
a
that?
no. Flip it around. The other one. The other side. The other side.
Oh.
Deion Sanders, sports
Hey, you guys
superstars.
making up this stuff. That never came out.
Wow.
What is that?
Whoa. Wait, who's that?
That's smooth. That's
Hold on a minute.
That was Mooch.
Wow, look at Mooch with the porn stash.
November.
Oh my lord.
Hey, Mooch.
Hey.
It was every day was Movember. Hold on, I gotta hold this up. Hold on.
Oh, that's.
What was that?
Oh yeah.
Here it is. Hold on. Look at that.
Oh, look at that picture of Mooch.
Oh my lord. It's boogie nights.
Coach, you look great right now.
Oh
Coach.
How
my
many of these
gosh.
things you got?
Oh, man.
Cards
Tell you
and
what,
hats.
That's when you're running
That
punts
matches
back
the
in.
Wow,
matches
matches
the
his
boots.
boots.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Oh,
matches the boots.
That's a nice
Hold
hat.
that one.
Look, he's pulling out the gifts and saying, "Hey man, that's when you were doing this. That's when you were doing that." Like, likable guy, man. Likable guy.
Wow, we got
You're running
Put
punts
that
back
back in, still in
Put that
baseball.
down.
Let me see the little
Hold on a minute.
Mike shirt. Let me see the.
All right.
What is that?
And then there you go.
I like it.
Philip Rivers looks like Marshall Falk.
I'm gonna wear that at home.
Oh my gosh. I
Gotta
cannot
bring the
believe
hands.
Keep that
all the
card
stuff
down,
that's in there.
Kurt, don't-
Hey, there's Philip Rivers, the most popular
Winning here.
San Diegan this side of Ron
Push it down in
Burgundy,
there good. Push it good.
as he is the final palm print of our winning hands display here on
It's so
Thursday
cold.
Night Football.
It's so cold.
Yeah, it's so cold you could barely actually crease the clay with the hand.
Wow.
Congratulations on a
Where's
big
my
night,
hat?
Philip Rivers.
I need my
Congratulations.
Santa Claus hat.
The man beats the Denver Broncos. He's a father of 7. How does he do it all? How does this man do it all?
You're a
He's got
good
enough
man.
energy for
That's
an entire 53-man
I am
roster.
getting
Don't
me
you
a
dare.
bolo tie.
Oh, we're going. We got
Yeah.
Sanders Claus
Hey,
now.
Philip, we
I
appreciate
thought I was
you. We
throwing
gotta
a
let
break.
Philip go. We appreciate you, man.
okay, so yeah, y'all get the gist of it, man. And I wanted to play another interview, but this video's over 20 minutes long. I didn't mean to keep y'all here this long. Hopefully his video blows up, man, because people need to see this. Because this is, when this YouTube channel eventually catches traction, I am going to go back to this video. I'm going to go back to this video. Whenever anybody asks me about charisma, Pat, is there one guy when you just think that he's the perfect charisma model? I'm going to go back to Philip Rivers. I'm going to go back to this video. So y'all are watching history right here, because I am going to go back to this. Y'all heard the interviewer say at the end he's a father of 7. I think now he's a father of 8 or 9. It's crazy. But there's another video that we'll watch. If y'all enjoy this video, we will watch another Philip Rivers charisma breakdown video. I'll break it down. what he does, why he's so great at it. There's this video I really want to get into. It's their interview. Not even post game, but it's an interview. Talking to the press. And he has a baby in his arms. Remember, he just said he has 7 kids. He's got like 8 or 9 now. He's got a baby, one of his babies in his arms. Want to show y'all why it's so crucial. See, he's not a one-trick pony. It's one thing to impress men, but I'm going to show this other interview and show you why he can capture the attention of every single woman. So, for any of my RP guys watching, if you're struggling with women and stuff like that, if there's another version of you, right? Y'all are same everything, height, looks, socioeconomic status, everything's the same, except one version of yourself has charisma and abundance. The other one doesn't. It's not even close. I'd even argue that charisma, when you push it out the right way, let's say you're 5'10" and another version of you is 6 foot. The 6 foot version of you doesn't have any charisma. The 5'10" version of you has charisma and abundance. 5'10" guys winning every time. The 5'10" version of you is winning every time. I'll die on that hill. I will die on that hill. The charismatic version of you is beating those 2 inches, man. I'm telling you right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's your favorite Texan here. My name's Pat. See you on the next one, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Trying to get this channel going. Charisma breakdowns. I'm all about it. Other social skills. We can get into that. We can talk about how to get involved in conversation, how to be approachable. Like, there's so many things we can get to, and primarily this channel is kind of trying to help men with women. But these are valuable tools that will help you with women, bro. I'm not even talking about how these skills can help you in your career, in your field. Being a people person, you know how that can help you climb the ladder in your field? Hope you enjoy this video, man. My email will be in the description for this video, as well as the original link for this video. Hopefully don't take this video down. If you have a video you want me to react to, send it to my email. Like, my channel is really small right now, so there's a good chance if you send me the video, I'll probably react to it. Talk to y'all soon. Don't forget to hit that subscriber button. See you on the next one. God bless.